What up guys, Gearga here with a brand new video. So today's discussion topic is going to be on the Universe 6 Super Saiyans and the difference between them and our universe. So I've been seeing a lot of discussion threads after the newest episode how Caulifla's Super Saiyan transformation makes no sense, how it's stupid and it makes no sense with continuity's sake, and I'm here to disprove that actually. And I love Super Saiyan as much as any other person who grew up watching Dragon Ball Z or anybody who even watches Dragon Ball Super period, right? So Universe 6 and Universe 7 are really different. You know, yes, the Super Saiyans and the Saiyans are generally the same. Yes, the race is the same, right? But they are very different in the way that they evolved. You got to remember that. If you notice, the Universe 7 Saiyans are all angry. They're all super buff. They're all, you know, all about power. Whereas if you look at Universe 6, all of the Saiyans are super lanky. They're not as angry as these other people. And they're smarter in a sense, in my opinion. They're smarter fighting style. Of course, you got the Universe 7 Saiyans who were pirates. You know, they would just go over and take over planets and, you know, sell them off. And you got the Universe 6 Saiyans who are like, you know, planet liberators. They're like good guys, right? So they're just really different in just like, you know, a genetic standpoint, right? You got almost complete polar opposites in a sense, right? I mean, yes, they have the word Saiyans the same and their race is technically the same, but the way that they have mutated over the years and their genetic makeup is just completely different. That's just off the start, right? I mean, you know, you can take this maybe not a biological way and maybe not even think of that, right? But how does it work? How did Cabba's explanation make sense? Because first of all, Cabba is not a bad guy, right? Cabba is probably like, from what we've seen, maybe he's just gonna pull up a Frost on us, which I really doubt it, but he's probably like one of the nicest people we've seen in Dragon Ball history, right? This guy has literally 0 ounce of bad in him, it seems, right? Like Vegeta pushed him to the limit because Vegeta was a former bad guy. Vegeta's a fucking asshole at the end of the day, right? He pushed Cabba to the limit by, you know, talking shit to him, and that, you know, forced him to go Super Saiyan. And you want to know how I think of that? Because people like to use that counter argument. I think Cabba's form of him turning Super Saiyan with getting pushed like that is actually like a instinct, if that makes sense. So maybe no one in his universe, they've never seen Super Saiyan, maybe no one's been pushed to that limit that Cabba was pushed to in that tournament. Because if you think about it, Cabba was one of the top 5 strongest in the universe, and he goes versus probably the second to tied for first strongest in our universe, and he gets pushed to the fucking limit. Like, no, maybe no one ever has that threat because he's such a stronger person in that universe that he's never been pushed to that level of, you know, being pushed in a corner before. And that's why I pushed him to be a Super Saiyan. But obviously, when Cabba was teaching Caulifla, Cabba is literally like not gonna be mad and not gonna tell her, like, we saw him try to make her angry and it just didn't work out, right? So what does Cabba do? As you know, in my opinion, Universe 6 Saiyans are, you know, smarter. He tells Caulifla how it feels like when he is going Super Saiyan, because he's gone Super Saiyan and then he went back to Super Saiyan, so he knows what triggers it on. The first time, you know, it's kind of uncontrollable in a sense, but the second time, you know, they're like, oh, remember that feeling? All right, go back to that feeling. So he remembered that feeling, which was putting that, you know, focusing your energy in your back, and that means in real life your adrenal glands are actually in your back, and when you're mad, they give you a tingly sensation in the back, and even sometimes like really bad pain, right? So he knows that. So when you're mad, you know, it gets the same feelings. Like, you know what, let's just skip the mad part and let's just focus on the back. And that's what you should do. And she did, and she did, and she did, and she achieved it. And I want to say is because Universe 6 Saiyans are more advanced in the sense that they're not looking for rage or for power boost. They're looking for strategies to win, in my opinion, like sort of being smarter in a sense, but not really, because I think, you know, the Saiyan race in general is just a really smart, you know, fighting race, and they're just warrior race, obviously, like they actually are. And I really think that Universe 6 Saiyans and Universe 7 Saiyans are just really opposite, a lot more opposite than people make it out to be. They're just, you know, everyone saw Saiyans for the first time in Universe 6, and everyone's like, oh, they have to be carbon copies of us. They're gonna go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Maybe not. Maybe we see Super Saiyan, and maybe Cabba goes Super Saiyan 2 in this tournament. Maybe, who knows, right? And maybe that's it. Maybe that's all we do have in common, because if you think about it, they're pretty fucking different as a species, in my opinion. Just they got to evolve differently because their planet never got erased or destroyed or anything like that. So it makes it a little bit different, in my opinion. And just that's why I feel like there's no bullshit in their transformation the way that Caulifla transformed. Whereas a lot of people seem to be very mad about it for some reason. Like, chill, dude. It's just a transformation. And I do get that maybe it doesn't make sense for how we've known Super Saiyan transformation in the past bunch of years, but you know what? That's probably because it's a different universe, and different universe has different rules, and they also just evolve differently. You know, not everybody learns how to ride a bike at 5 years old. Not everyone knows how to speak at like 1 or 2 years old. You know, it just depends on the person, in my opinion, right? And in this time, it's an entirely different universe. We just don't know the rules that go on there, how they evolve, their genetic makeup, all of that stuff factors into the Super Saiyan transformation, in my opinion. And definitely, it's something to think about, because it's just, you can't just be so hard-headed like, oh no, how I thought Dragon Ball Z is the only way that it could be, right? And no, you just can't be like that. It's new universe with multiverse. You just gotta kind of, you know, take everything with a pinch of salt. It's not going to be exactly the same, and I think that's really great that it's not the same, actually, because it just gives diversity, and it gives, you know, a different kind of realism to you know, the universe of Dragon Ball. But that's just my 2 cents on it. Maybe Toriyama was like, fuck it, I forgot how Super Saiyan works, let's do this way. And then, you know, Toei's like, alright dude, you got it, man. And there you go. That's how Super Saiyan happened with Caulifla. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows if Toriyama thought about it too much? I don't think he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. He just forgot launch, and for that I'm really mad, because Tien's got no waifu, and that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe we can talk about it a little bit in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace. Have a good one, guys. Catch you guys next time.